We pretty much all like thrown up, blacked out, been really hungover, yet we just continue to do it.
Freshman year was interesting, certainly for me and definitely for a lot of my friends. Drinking was a relatively new thing for us. We were discovering, being drunk for the first couple of times, maybe a couple of times we'd get out of control.
It's kind of like a social opportunity freshman year. Like people say, hey, like come stop by my room, like let's have a few drinks before like going out.
Going into a new place, it just calms the nerves. It makes you more, you're more able to be the kind of person you want to be, I guess.
Typical weekend night, meet up with a couple buddies of mine. Start out with a pregame. For those of you that don't know what a pregame is, you start out, maybe if you're gonna go to a party or an event, you'll start out having a few drinks alone with your friends, just in a calm, really quiet environment.
The game is like the actual event, like the party or the main event of the night.
And our pregame will usually consist of maybe a couple beers, maybe we'll play some video games and take a few shots in the process.
A lot of times we pregame so that we're saving money by not buying drinks when we go out.
Then usually we'll move, into we usually have some kind of a main event, some idea in our head. Maybe we'll end up playing some drinking games, maybe we'll play some beer pong or some flip cup. Typical weekend really generally revolves around drinking alcohol. I have no idea how we reach the point where going out or being social entails playing a drinking game or taking a few shots or just having drinks.
For me, I guess I have a hard time with limiting myself.
You see a friend who's stumbling, who's out of control, maybe they're vomiting, you see them and they're vomiting in the bathroom.
Sometimes once I get to a point of drunkenness, I don't realize that I'm drunk, so I don't know that I should stop.
I think to myself, well, it's sad you're watching them, but you get to that, you do that too. The thing I hate the most about blacking out is the next morning waking up and trying to, I can't remember what I've done and having people have to tell me what I've done, if I've done something embarrassing or if, what if I wake up and I have an odd cut or my hand hurts, I don't know why.
We know the consequences and like none of us are proud of doing it either, but it's just this continuous cycle.
I often think to myself, when am I gonna cut this out? When am I gonna stop drinking like this? Because it's maybe, it's not okay, but it's more socially acceptable to do it in college. But when I graduate, that's alcoholism. You're drinking way too much, you're drinking way too often, too many nights a week, and that's a problem. I wish I had known how to cut myself off and how to be comfortable and not need to see how drunk I get.
You're gonna drink to have fun, but you need to know where to stop so that it's still fun.
Just slow down, there's no rush. It felt like we were in a contest or in a race trying to drink as much as we could, as fast as we could. And that's really not the point. Advice for parents, be honest and straight with your kids. Tell them the truth. Don't just tell them, if you have 2 drinks, you're gonna get alcohol poisoning, you could very well die.
I think parents should also take the perspective that, yes, my child probably is going to drink, but I want them to be educated.
Explain to them what is going on in the movies and television that they're watching. Explain to them what's happening. They're getting so drunk that they're gonna be sick or they're gonna vomit or they're gonna have a hangover the next morning. Explain to them how that works and why you may not want to reach that level.
Don't scare them away or else they might go for it too much once they have the independence at college.
Don't just tell them drinking is bad and don't do that, because I think that's a lot worse.